Alrighty, let's crack open a cold one. Let's get into it. Hello everyone, welcome back to my booktube channel. Today's video is going to be the mid-year book tag. It's basically just like a list of questions slash prompts that I just need to find a book for based on the books that I've read so far this year. I got these questions from Larry Reads. I will tag her in the description box. She'll never see this, but I'm still gonna tag her. Like she said in her video, she's done this a couple times. There's probably plenty of other people that have done this tag. I'm just personally getting these questions from her, so that's why I'm gonna tag her. So there's 13 questions total. Let's do this. The first question is, best book you've read so far in 2025. We're just gonna get this out of the way. Nothing has compared to this book. This book is in fact the reason why I have yet to be able to properly, successfully read a book without an audiobook. Releasing 10 by Chloe Walsh. This is by far the best book that I've read so far this year, and it probably will be for the rest of the year. I don't see anything topping this book. Anything. Not a single thing. It's the 6th book in the Boys of Tommen series, and search up your trigger warnings. That's all I'm gonna say. Search up your trigger warnings for everything, just to be safe, you know? Any book that I mention, search up your trigger warnings just so you know what you're getting into and you're keeping yourself safe and healthy. Best book I've read so far this year. It is amazing. It follows Lizzie and Huey, childhood friends to lovers, very heartbreaking, very traumatic, can be very disturbing to some people, which is why I say search up your trigger warnings. But this book was so beautifully written and one of my favorites in the series now. Next prompt is the worst book you've read so far in 2025. This question was a little bit hard for me to answer because I try to get book recommendations from people that I have gotten like successful recommendations from before. So it's very rare that I'll read a book that someone recommends to me that I don't like. And I'm not going to talk too long about this book or this author, but this was the only book that I read so far this year that was like any less than a 3-star, and I actually like genuinely contemplated DNFing it, but it also wasn't bad enough to DNF. And it was Savage Lover by Sophie Lark. I read this book in January, I want to say January or February, and I hated it. Thinking about it now makes me actually mental, but this was the only book that I could think of that was bad. And it's an entire mafia series. I'm not going to tell you too much about it. If you want to read it, then you can go ahead and read it, but I DNF'd the series and I did not like this book whatsoever. The reason why I didn't like the book though was because I just did not feel the character's chemistry at all. The FMC was constantly talking about how obsessed she was and how beautiful the guy was, and the guy did not, like, the MMC barely showed any attraction to her in any capacity, like not even just like physical attraction, but like it was like 1 second he like didn't like her and like didn't really want anything to do with her, but constantly found himself around her, and then the next minute he was in love with her. Like I just didn't buy it. It just wasn't for me. I rated it like 2 stars. On a more positive note, the best sequel you've read so far this year. Okay, I have 3 answers for this because I couldn't pick, and I love all of these series so much and I want to tell you guys about them. So here are my 3 answers. I've seen some people answer this question like a book that'll be like the 3rd, 4th, 5th book in the series. I'm specifically choosing the 2nd book in a long series, I guess. I'm specifically picking books that are the 2nd book in a series because that's to me what a sequel is. Every other book after that is just more books after that, but the 2nd book in the series is the sequel to me. Anyway, Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver. This book, I don't remember when this book came out, but I read it a couple months ago and I loved it. It was 5 stars. It was everything. This is the 2nd book in the Rose Hill series. It follows Weston and Skylar. It's like small town horse trainer meets like international country music star, single dad, because he's a single dad to 2 adorable kids. I love this book so much. This so far has been my only 5-star in the series. It is only the 2nd book, and there's only one other book after this one, and I think there's only gonna be 4 books in the series total. Wild Card comes out later on this year, but I loved this book. It was so good, and I don't think anything will top it. It was so good. Next up, we have The Fucking Wrong Guy by C.R. Jane. If you want like dark hockey romance, unhinged man, but like so incredibly entertaining, if this kind of level of unhinged is for you, then you will have a great time with this series. It is, I want to say 5 books, maybe 6, because it's The Pucking Wrong Number, then The Pucking Wrong Guy, then The Pucking Wrong Date, then The Pucking Wrong Man, and then The Pucking Wrong Rookie. So 5. But this was my favorite in the series so far. Do like the plot of the first book better, but I love the couple in this book more. I love Ari. I love Blake. I love them so much. And like I said, if you want a good time, a good, crazy, unhinged time, read this series. It's so good. And last but not least, we have Heartless Beloved by Lola King. I was genuinely surprised by this book. I loved it so much more than I thought I would. I loved it. Oh my god. Thinking about it, and low-key might be a 5-star because I feel like I think about this book a lot because I love the couple. I love the MMC. I love the FMC. I love them individually and I love them together. The plot twist at the end, I was like, it was so good. This is the second book in the North Shore series by Lola King. It's also very dark romance, probably some of the darkest books that I've ever read, but I loved it. It follows Zai and Alexandra, and it's like bad boy meets good girl. She's literally like the senator's daughter, and he's like in a gang. I love this book so much. It's wait, is this book 5 stars? It might be 5 stars, low-key, because I think about it a lot because I love Alexandra and I love them so much. Wait, this book might be 5 stars, you guys. Thinking about how much I think about it might make it a 5-star, low-key. This is what makes a book 5 stars for me. It might be 5 stars, low-key. It was so good. It was so good. But it is very dark romance, so search up your trigger warnings. Do not go into these books blindly. The next question was the worst sequel you read so far this year. I don't have an answer to this question, so we're gonna skip it because I haven't read any books, like any second books in series that like I didn't like. And if I did, it was last year. Next question is new release you haven't read yet, but you want to. So I have, one of them is on my TBR actually for July. You guys would have seen this already because this video is coming out after my July TBR video. But it is Kiss the Villain by Rena Kent. This book came out in like March or something. I still have not read it. And hopefully I will read it this month when I need like a dark romance kind of thing. I've heard very mixed reviews of this book. Some of my, like Larry Reed's, the woman that I got questions for this tag from, she hated this book. But I'm still gonna read it, you know? Don't ever let someone else's recommendation completely discourage you from reading a book that sounds intriguing. Like, just because you trust their recommendations doesn't necessarily mean that every single time they're gonna like something, you're gonna like it. Or every single time they don't like something, you're not gonna like it. So like, could I possibly hate this book? Possibly, yeah. But I'm still gonna give it a shot because I love Rena Kent and I love the universe. So I'm gonna give it a chance, you know? I still am very much gonna give it a shot. And then also we have I don't obviously have these copies with me, but we have Beautiful Venom by Rena Kent. I'm so excited to read this book. It has been calling to me like nobody's fucking business, but I don't have the money to get it right now. I have a like book wish list for Amazon that I'm hoping people for like my graduation and my birthday go hammy on that list and get me these books because I need Beautiful Venom. Also, look at the fucking cover. It's just gorgeous. And Sweet Venom, the next book in the series, was just announced, or like the cover was revealed a couple weeks ago. Oh my god, these books are gorgeous. I want them so bad. I want them so bad. And it's dark hockey romance. And Rena Kent has never written like any sort of sports romance to my knowledge. So I'm very excited to go into this. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And then the last one that I have for this prompt is The Pucking Wrong Rookie, another dark hockey romance. I mentioned it earlier. It's the last book in the Pucking Wrong series by C.R. Jane. Another book that I've really been wanting to purchase but have refrained because I really shouldn't. Next prompt is most anticipated release for the second half of the year. So again, I have more than one response for this. The first one is Wild Card by Elsie Silver. Mentioned it earlier. It is going to be the last book in the Rose Hill series. Very excited. And it is ex-boyfriend's dad, I think. All of Rose Hill is single dad. Like, they're all single dad romances. I don't remember when that comes out, but I'll write it on the screen. And Love Arranged as well. Love Arranged comes out, I'm pretty sure, in August. It is going to be the last book in the Lakefront Billionaire series. I have not read Love Unwritten yet, but it's on my TBR for this month because I obviously want to read it before I possibly get Love Arranged, which comes out in August. So Love Arranged by Lauren Asher and Revolve by Bal Cabra. Spiral, the second book in the series, is on my TBR for July, but this is the Off the Ice series by Bal Cabra. I'm excited for it. Next prompt is biggest surprise of the year. This can be taken both ways. Like, it could be taken like positively or negatively. I'm gonna take it positively and say Hopeless by Elsie Silver. I was not expecting to like this, and I did. I liked it more than I thought I would. It was 4 stars. It wasn't anything like super crazy. I'm pretty sure because of the like mindset that I was in at the time, which was still recovering from releasing 10, something like fast paced and like not that serious was something that I needed. But this is the last book in the Chestnut Springs series. I'm honestly surprised that I was able to pick this up when I did, because I read Reckless in like December and I've been putting off this book for however long. So it's kind of surprising that literally reading, like after reading Releasing 10, I was able to pick this up. But follows Bo and Bailey, and it's like a fake fiance arrangement kind of thing. Age gap. It was good. Like, it didn't change my life, but it was what I needed at the time, and it pleasantly surprised me. This book has a lot of, not necessarily negative reviews, but like a lot of people said that Bo didn't really live up to their expectations and the story wasn't really that good, but I personally enjoyed it. Next up is favorite new author, debut or new to you. So I'm gonna kind of cheat a little bit. And I'm gonna say Candy Steiner, because this is the only Candy Steiner book I've read in 2025, but I did read Fair Catch, which is the first book in the Red Zone Rivals series, last summer, and I fucking hated it. So I did not read any Candy Steiner after that. I will eventually pick up the rest of the Red Zone Rivals series, just because a lot of people say that the rest of the series is better than the first book. But Candy Steiner is still relatively new to me, considering this is the second book that I've read by her, and I have yet to read anything else by her, and I read this book in literally January. God, I think about this book all the time. It's so good. It is so good. Oh my god, I love them so much. Candy Steiner, though. I definitely want to read more Candy Steiner. She has a lot of other books that are like sports romances. Red Zone Rivals is football. This is not sports, literally at all. I do want to read more. And this book is actually being traditionally published very soon, which is very exciting. Read it. Read A Love Letter to Whiskey. Next question is newest fictional crush. Kaden King. If you want Killian Carson, but like times 1,000, Kaden King. This is the first book in the North Shore series. This book was 5 stars. I loved it so much. Oh, I loved it so much. Baby, do I ever tell you enough that you're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen? What about all the ones you haven't seen yet? What if they're more beautiful than me? I don't want to see them. I've got everything I need. I love him so much. I love him so much. He, like I'm telling you, he is Killian Carson on crack. This man is absolutely insane, but so incredibly down bad. When he fell hard. Oh! I can't. Kaden King. Like I said, very dark romance. So please search up your trigger warnings if you're going to read North Shore. But oh my god, it's so good. I haven't even read the last 2 books in the series yet. I don't think they're going to be as good as the first 2, but I will eventually read the last 2. Next prompt is a book that made you cry. Now, this could go a lot of ways. Obviously, I said I wasn't going to repeat anything, so I'm not going to say Releasing 10, even though that book made me fucking sob. We're going to go here. Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home. I cried multiple times while reading this book and bawled my eyes out at the end. I have yet to be able to pick up Into the Dark because I can't be in this universe right now. I really want to pick it up, but I cannot. This is the 3rd book in the Magnolia Parks universe, but the 2nd Magnolia Parks book. It was 6 stars. It's a god tier. I love this book so much, and it's a beautiful cover. I love it so much, but this book made me cry so hard. It follows Magnolia and BJ, and it's very toxic. So if that's not for you, then don't read the series, because it's an incredibly toxic series, especially the Magnolia books. There's miscommunication, there's cheating, he dates other people, she dates other people. Like, it's very messy, but it's the kind of story that's just like, he may be with other people, she may be with other people, but nothing will ever compare to like the two of them. They will always be in love with each other. Like, nothing will ever compare to that relationship. And that's what I love so much about them. I will start crying again. Next question is a book that made you happy. Yay. We are gonna talk about, I don't talk about this series enough, and I really should. It's the Jacksonville Rays series by Emily Rath. I didn't read Pucking Around this year, but this is the first book in the series, Pucking Around. This book, as well as Pucking Sweet, which is the third one, are Why Chooses. And then Pucking Wild and the one that comes after Pucking Sweet, I don't think it's out yet. Pucking Strong is like just one-on-one romances. But we'll talk about these two just because I read them this year. So Pucking Wild follows Tess and Ryan, and it is reverse age gap. Oh yeah, Ryan is 10 years younger than I. But they were so fucking cute. He was just so fucking sweet, so there for her. It's forced proximity because they ended up being roommates. Oh my god, it was everything. I love this book so much. I love them so much. They were so cute. And something that I love about Emily Rath's books is that her books are long, but the chapters are really short, which is why you'll get like 100 chapters in some of these books, because like I said, her chapters are short, which I appreciate. Honestly, it makes me feel like the book is going by a lot faster. And her books are also so, like, they're so bingeable. When I read Pucking Around, I ate this shit up. Like, this book is not small. This book is like almost 600 pages, over 100 chapters, and I ate the shit up. It was so good. This is my favorite in the series, but I loved this book. It was so good. I think I rated it 4 stars. This I rated 4.25. This is Pucking Sweet. This is the third book. It follows Poppy, Colton, and Navi. What's Navi's first name? I forget. Lucas. I don't even have to read it. Lucas. Oh my god, it was so good. It was so good. And something that I also love about this series is that all of these books are taking place during the same time, but like from different characters' points of view. So this book takes place after the first book, but these two are taking place during the same time. So you see things from here in here, and you're like, oh shit, what the fuck is happening there? And then you read about it in this book. I love these so much. It is such good found family. This hockey team is amazing. I don't think I even mentioned that. It is hockey romance. It's hockey romance. Like I said, 2 out of the 4 are Why Chooses. The other 2 are not. And I love all of them so much. And something that I also just love about Emily Rath's Why Chooses is that the MMCs have relationships with each other and not just the FMC. Like I said, there's Poppy, Colton, and Lucas. Poppy had a relationship with Colton. Poppy had a relationship with Lucas, but also Lucas and Colton had a relationship with each other. Like, that was a whole separate thing that I loved so much. This book, it follows Rachel, Ilmari, Jake, and Caleb. The only MMC that didn't have a relationship with the other MMCs was Ilmari, but obviously he was still like, you know, there were group activities that happened. But Jake and Caleb's fucking love for each other was literally everything. It made me so happy. But then they also individually had relationships with Rachel. Like, I can't. I love this series so much. It's one of those series where, like, are these books long? Are they thick as fuck? Yes. But I would reread the shit out of this series just to feel happy. These books made me so happy. And just talking about them now makes me so happy. I love this series so much. It is everything to me. And I'm so sad that it's ending. Next up, most beautiful books you've bought so far this year. So I recently did a whole special edition collection video. Go watch that. In the video, I mentioned these books that I hadn't gotten yet, but I got them in the mail, you guys. I opened them on TikTok. So if you want to see them a little bit more in depth, then go there. But I got Legacy of Gods special editions. I fucking can't with these. Like, I'm gonna show you guys one of each. They're hardcover and they have dust jackets, and the dust jackets are reversible. So I'm gonna show you one of each. One of one side of the dust jacket, one of the other side, and then one of just the regular hardcover. So this is the side that, like, when I opened up the box, this is what I found. So this is God of Ruin. My favorite. My fucking favorite. Here's God of Fury. This is what the other side of the dust jacket looks like. It's like character. And then last but not least, this is God of Pain. Look at Annika and Creighton. And then it also came with like art on the insides. Oh, look at that. These books are so gorgeous. As well as page overlays, but those are like very much not suitable for the internet or for work. So I will not be showing you those, but these are the most beautiful books that I own. And I regret absolutely nothing. Look at God of Wrath. I love this book so much. Look at Jeremy Cecily. I love these books so much. Worth every fucking penny. Worth every fucking penny. I don't give a fuck. And like now I feel like I can rest when it comes to buying special editions. Last question. What books do you need to read by the end of the year? I read this book, but I put Kings of Sin. I read King of Wrath probably a year ago, maybe even longer than that. And I liked it. It was okay. I might go back and reread this book when I go to like actually read this. Maybe I'll make like a reading vlog for this series. Let me know if you guys want to see that. I have not read an Anna Huang book since reading this book. Maybe I read it too close to reading Twisted, but it just felt a little bit too similar to Twisted. Like I feel like it's hard to write billionaire romances that aren't the exact same. But I have all of them except for King of Envy. I have King of Pride, King of Greed, and King of Sloth. Eventually, hopefully, I will read Kings of Sin by the end of the year. And also, I have never read an Emily Henry book ever. I don't know why, honestly. I really don't know what's stopping me. There's just like, I don't really have an excuse, honestly. I just haven't done it. And she has so many books and I want to read them all. I have People We Meet on Vacation and this one. I don't know, there's just something about her books that like calls to me, but also like not enough to actually pick them up and read them. Which I have a lot of books on my shelves that do that. I also put Abby Jimenez down for this, but I have Just for the Summer on my TBR for this month, so I'm not going to include it. But these two babies. Yeah, that's it. That is every single prompt / question. Like I said, I got these from Larry Reed's mid-year book tag. This was fun. Now I have books everywhere to put back. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, comment. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you have an amazing day or night or afternoon or whatever time of day it is where you are. I love you. Bye bye.